Okay, I'm back with another video here. We are going to add in the lives and make sure that we get a little die animation happening here. Now you may not be able to do this depending on your sprites, but you should be able to still get the live stuff done. So first thing I'm going to do, right click on here and we're going to go scene properties, edit scene variables. We're going to add a few of these in. So first one is just going to be called lives and it's going to start at 3. And I'll add another one and I'll call it coins, but you might, if you've got some other kind of collectible, you can call it whatever. That's going to start at 0. Now I'm going to grab a font. Now a good font for this is going to be, oops, I'll leave that side. What did it do? Went over here. I'm going to go to dafont, dafont.com, and we're going to be doing some tech stuff here. So there's some really cool ones here, but I'm going to grab, I'll look at pixel bitmap. These all look good. And I might grab one that looks pretty retro. Let's see, they're all fairly good. I might grab this one here. It's like a Mario, oh, actually it's 2 Mario. I'll keep away from that. I'll just grab this one, retro computer, and I'm going to download that. And when it downloads, I'm going to need to extract that file. And then I can use that font. So back into here, I'm going to add in a new object. It's going to be a text object. And this is going to be my lives. I'll call it lives counter. So make it lowercase live underscore counter. The font, choose a new font file. And I'm going to go to my downloads and where I extracted that file, which is right there, and pick that font file. I'm going to make sure I click OK on this. If you don't click OK on this, you'll get problems later on. So I'll click OK, and I get that there. Now, size 20 might be a bit small. I'll go size 30. We'll go color is going to be white, and text to display. And now is going to be lives 3. So that's just going to be the default text. And I'm going to pop that in the top left corner of my camera. So that's going to be there. I'm also going to add another one, and this is going to be very similar. I'm going to pick that same font again, go size 30, seem like a good size, and we'll go coins counter. The text is going to be coins 0, apply. Bring that in, I'll put that on this side. I forgot to change that to white. Okay, so coins 0. I'll move that along a little bit so I've got space for it to get a little bit bigger. Now, if I go to my code here, what I want to do is player is in collision with sprites. Currently we've got it set to delete player. I'm going to change that later, but right now we're going to change a scene variable. Where is it? String of a value of a scene variable. So lives, choose an operator, subtract 1. Okay, so subtract scene variable 1, and we're going to change the text. Modify the text of a variable of an object. Pretty sure we can do this. Modify the text of lives counter. We're going to set it. Modify the text of a variable of an object. Actually, maybe we can go, we'll have a look here and see if I've got this right. Text. Oh, modify the text, that's what we want. Modify the text of a text object. So the object is going to be lives counter, we're going to set it to, and it's going to be, and that is the bit that is inside, or this bit here, is the text it's going to display. Then we're going to set a variable. So it's going to be toString, comma, variable, open, and the name of the scene variable, which I called lives counter. Okay, now if I click OK and I test this, we should start with lives. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? I'll know how to fix that in a sec. So coins 0, that's in the wrong place, but let's just go and die. So jump up here. Oops, lives got set to 0, which is technically correct, except change this scene variable didn't I call it? Oh, okay, I made a mistake here. Lives, this bit here should be lives, like that. Because that is what I made the name of the scene variable. So if I test that again, I'll just jump into these spikes. And I can't actually see the thing working. So there's my lives 3. And you see it changed to 2. So that's right. We want to respawn the character. But I do want to make it so that the text stays in the top left corner. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually just going to click this lock position or angle in the editor. I don't know if that will work. So let's see. I'm just trying things out here. No, that doesn't work. That just means I can't actually move it around there, which is fine. Lock coins. I may as well lock it there. That's where I want it to be roughly. So I want to make sure that these are always in the same position relative to the camera. So that's what I'll do in here. So I'm going to add a new condition. Actually, these are, I can put it in here. So in this bit that has no condition, add action, and I want to change the position of an object. Position of an object, there it is. And I'm going to grab the lives counter and choose an operator equals to. I'm actually going to set it to camera X, and I'll go plus 10, so it's not right in the corner. Oops, that should be close bracket, camera X plus 10, and then here it'll be camera Y plus 10. Now I might have to go actually plus 30 for that, and then I'll go plus 20 for that one. Now you'll see what will happen is that this text will always, it seems to move with my character now. So that's a problem. I actually want it in the top left corner of the screen. So I can fix that, and I will fix it, but I will fix it in the next video. Actually, no, I can fix it now. So let's fix it now. These videos here, like I said, programming is a lot of trial and error. It's not going to be exact. Change the position of live counter, set it to camera X. Okay, I actually want it to be, there's a bit of math involved with this one. I want it to be, take away the room width, actually called screen width, I think. Screen width divided by 2 plus 20. So this is going to, the screen width is like 600 or so. And so the screen width divided by 2 is 300. And I'm going to take that away from the camera position, which is pointed right in the top, the center. And then I'm going to add 20 to it. Right, so that's that one. Now the Y position is going to be the same, except it's going to be screen height. Screen height divided by 2, and I'll add 30 to that. And so that will go up in that top left corner. 30 might be a bit much. I might only add, I might just add 10 to it and see how that looks. That's a bit better. So that stays up in that corner. Now I'm going to do the same thing with coins. So I'll actually copy this and paste it here. Oops. Grab this, copy. Doesn't want to paste. I wonder if I can duplicate it. I can. All right, so except this one is going to be change the position of, instead of lives counter, delete that, and I'll pick the coins counter. But instead of screen width divided by 2, I'm actually just going to say plus screen width divided by 2, and I'm going to subtract the number. Now I'm going to have to trial this, so I'm going to try 120 here, and then this one here will be the exact same. The Y is going to be the same position. So it's just that X value, how far across the screen I want it to go. And so that's not far enough. I'm going to have to go minus maybe 240. And that's pretty good there. Okay, so then I've got that. If I die on the spikes, it goes down to lives -2. Last thing, I want a background image. Okay, I want a background image to stay in place. Now I'm actually going to, this is my background image and it's really big. So I'm going to use this and I'm going to do the exact same thing that I've done for everything else, for these other ones here. So I'm going to duplicate this again, hold Control and drag down another one. And I'm going to set this to background 1. Set to, this is just going to be camera width divided by 2. This is going to be screen height divided by 2. And that's it. Now when I move around, the background has disappeared. Oops, that should be minus. My mistake, minus. And so now when I jump around, you see that background, it does need to be moved up a little bit, but it's working. Except I think I've got, do I have plus? I do, I've got +30 on it. So I'll get rid of that on the Y. Actually, I can get rid of it on these as well. That +30. I'll get rid of the +10 on the end. Doesn't matter, get rid of one of those numbers. And now when I jump around, the background never goes to white. So it never actually looks like I'm out of the level. Okay, the last thing is, actually I'll do it in the next video, which is changing that player sprite to something else instead of just deleting it. So we're going to change the game state for a little bit. We're going to add some of those game states in. We're going to change it a little bit and then restart the level, but with the lives still subtracted.